Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with all of you a stock that is about to go insane tomorrow and why y'all should keep it on your watch list. Today was a pretty flat day with the market. There wasn't much movement, so we're going to address what to expect tomorrow. I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped the stocks of interest in the comment section of our last video. Alright, y'all, before we begin, again, do not forget to like the video, alright? And also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. So, first and foremost, we have to address the overall market. We gotta address the SPY. Right now, it's not looking great. We're still in bearish territory, alright? Now, today's volume was smaller than Friday's volume. Well, today's volume was smaller than Friday's volume, and it's not gonna make that big of a difference. I don't think that we're magically going to turn around and go all the way up towards like 4,200. Like I don't think so. I think tomorrow we're going to drop and we're going to hit that price of 39.42. I'm not changing my thoughts on this one. For those of y'all who've been watching the channel, sometimes I'm off by 24 hours. All right. Sometimes the move that I'm expecting is delayed by 24 hours, maybe even 48 hours. All right, 1 or 2 days. So we'll see. Until the market proves me wrong, um, I still think that we can drop here to this price. All right, which means that obviously everything should collapse. And by everything, I mean every single market, the SPY, the Dow, the Nasdaq, right, and even crypto as well. Now, let's check out the VIX. Let's see how the VIX is looking. It's been a while since we checked that out. Now, right over here, as y'all can see, momentum is picking up on the VIX. All right. The level of resistance that is trying to reach is right over here. Right here. I would expect the VIX to get to around like $33 at some point this week, depending on how violent of a drop we'll see and how fast it happens. All right, but right now, this is looking like fear is kicking into the markets, and yes, this thing right here is red, right? But it has a tendency to do so. If you look at the previous uptrends, like these massive moves, like even this one right here, right? You may think, oh, the move is over, but little do you know, the momentum just started to pick up and it goes all the way up to 35. So we may see something similar right here. All right, so watch for a test of that level eventually. Obviously, that means that everything will collapse. Now, the stock that is about to go insane tomorrow, and I'm going to share two stocks actually too. The first one is Marvel. All right, and the reason why I want to share Marvel with all of you is because of this. Number one, I mean, looking at the daily charts, it's looking kind of weak, right? The volume will stay around 8 million throughout the past month, throughout this whole period, right over here. All right, volume around 8 million. And now, after earnings, it kind of accelerated to 23 million. And also, if we go on to the 4 hour, I think it's the 4 hour. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is the 4 hour. Yeah, if you look on here, there is a descending. Well, there's a bear flag on here. There's a bear flag on the chart, and it broke down on Friday afternoon. All right, and today it closed even lower. I think it's going to go much lower to around $46 by Wednesday or Thursday. Somewhere over here is what I would expect Marvel to go. All right, it could play games. It could be very annoying and chop right here, and then fall, and then continue to fall on tomorrow's Tuesday. Continue to fall on Wednesday, and then or even continue to fall on Thursday. Right, like it could do a whole lot of this How long could this last before we fall, right? Ideally, a move like this would be nice, but sometimes market makers can play these games and the move down can be delayed. So watch for any of these all the way down to around $46. All right, the sooner the better for shorts at least. Now, the next stock that I think is about to make a massive move. This one is 50-50. I'm not a big fan of it, but it looks like it can go higher, and especially for those of you who may be looking for cheap stock to get into or to trade. The stock is CVFI. It had a pretty massive day today, and the momentum is just going higher, and the momentum is kicking in, as you can see. Like if you look on the daily charts and you zoom out, that right there, you see how visible that volume is. Around 15 million shares traded in volume. All the way over here, the stock was very dormant, right? Nobody was interested in the stock until today, where it had a 18% jump. All right, I think this is the beginning of something bigger. I personally wouldn't be bearish on the stock until it gets somewhere around like $18. Like $18 is where I would think about shorting it. But right now, I don't know exactly if it's going to chop a little bit before running, or if it's going to jump up by like 50 cents, open up at 12.30, and then run some more to 14, and then jump again, and then run some more, just like it did over here, right? I'm not sure exactly how this is going to go. So I would say proceed with caution. um, the contracts, I think it has monthly contracts on this one. Yeah, it has the September 16 contracts, which are decent. The contracts are decent. The spread is it's only 15 cents, which is not too bad. I'll be looking at this one actually. I'm gonna be looking at this one for tomorrow. So we'll see. If there's an intraday structure on this one, it might make a big move. So watch this one as Marvel for tomorrow right now. And updates on the stock that I've mentioned yesterday. For those of y'all who watched yesterday's video, I told y'all I was shorting the E. Yeah, for this specific reason. Recovered in the morning. The game plan was to cover in the morning because it gapped down to the price target that I have of like 376, and it opened at 374, and I sold half like in the first after the first minute, and then as soon as I saw this thing kind of like creep up here at 835, I immediately got rid of it. And ultimately, it ended up below 382, like y'all just saw in the Discord, which is still good for a short. I think it's going to go lower, especially if I'm bearish on the overall market. All right. So with this one, there's still a lot of room at the bottom, right? And shorts pile up again right here. So in opening at around like 376 again could lead to a drop. And obviously if this drops DE, which is a kind of is it's kind of a strong stock. It doesn't drop so easily. So if this drops, like everything else could drop tremendously. All right. So that's my thoughts on this one. That's just I guess a recap and an update on the stock. The next one that we're going to look at is ENPH. I gave y'all a warning about this one. Um, that the energy sector is pretty strong, but the gap right here is there at 260. Right? Today it tried to show some resilience, and then it got sold off. It got sold upon at the close. Let's look at what happened intraday. So yeah, so it had a spike in the morning, and then it got sold off, and it stayed low. And somebody may argue that there is a bearish pennant on here. If this is clean, it should drop all the way down to 275. I think, at the open, and then it could accelerate some more, right? So the drawings, the game plan is still on here. And also, looking at this, there is this level of support right there that could potentially get taken out. And if that happens, again, um, just watch out for that move. I'm not bullish on ENPH. Not right now. Not until it gets down to 260. So that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to demolish that like button. Again, and also don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul NGumah and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is brand new to you, if you're interested in getting started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below, step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stock to sign up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul NGumah with PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.